Hello, everyone on Patreon. I want to thank everyone again for your ongoing support, and I hope that you're enjoying all of the ongoing content on YouTube and the audio version of the podcast, as well as here on Patreon. The video today is to review what Alfred Hitchcock and Truffaut said in, of course, the famous book, which is behind me, Hitchcock Truffaut, about, drumroll please, Rope is the winner this month from 1948, which I have reviewed in the past. You will see the link in the description box below to that review if you haven't already seen it before. And, Hitchcock says that this film was a stunt. He wasn't too happy with it, mainly because he felt that it went against his theories of the importance of editing and montage. He did say, on the other hand, it is sort of pre-cut in a way because he just moved the camera exactly where he wanted the audience to focus, even though there isn't necessarily a cut to the next shot. But because it takes place over, a couple hours in one night, and it was a stage play, he felt that it could work in one shot, and it added a lot of challenges for him. This was his first color film. Again, it was his first film that he produced, and it was the first time he had done something in one take. Now, that is no easy feat, and he was probably the first director who had ever done that. Now, you've noticed in the last 6-7 years there's been some films that have done this, and in even more challenging ways, like Birdman, where you see them go to like so many different locations, or 1916, the war film that came out a year or two ago. But I've always loved this film. I think it's one of his, one of a film of his that's truly great. I just love the irony of it, the dark sense of humor, the relationships, the story, and just the sense of absurdity that they're trying to get away with killing someone and putting him in a coffee table while his whole family, the dead person's family and friends, are visiting for a dinner party. I mean, it's so it's so outrageous, but I've always really liked it. Truffaut, he doesn't share too many of his opinions. He mainly doesn't agree that it should be dismissed merely as a stunt, and he felt that that Hitchcock achieved a lot technically, again, with his use of color, also with the soundtrack. I mean, they recorded even the sound on the streets, and the screams, and the gunfire and the sirens and everything. They recorded it right then and there. It wasn't anything done in post. So it's like a cinematic play right in front of your eyes. And there's a lot, again, that Truffaut, as I said, was technically impressed with. He doesn't exactly elaborate on his feelings just about the content of the film. You can listen to their whole conversation on YouTube, because the book obviously is edited down to just the most important or interesting parts that Truffaut felt should be in the book. But you can listen to the entire interview on YouTube, and the Criterion channel has them all as well. But it was a financial success, and usually if a film did well financially, Hitchcock usually praised it, because if the audience went with it, it went to the box office, to the movie theater to see it, he usually would talk highly of the film. But again, he's dismissive, and I'm not sure why. Maybe again, it's just technically didn't satisfy him, and that was most important to him. Was, did I pull it off technically well enough? And it's a shame, because I think, it's obviously that's very important part of filmmaking. But if the story and the characters, if all that comes to life and that's well done, in my opinion, that should come before anything that he felt was a flaw technically. But he was, he was that kind of a director where that he probably looked at them both equally as important. But he's Hitchcock and I'm Robert Bellissimo. We're two different people. So thank you so much, folks. I hope that you've enjoyed this review. And if you haven't seen Rope, check it out. And my review of Rope is in the description box below. Thanks again. See you in the next one.